Hello everyone, Dan UpLateGamer here, back for another episode of my St. Louis Cardinals franchise. We are into July. We're almost to the All-Star break. Right now we're 53-34. We're on an 8-game winning streak. Last 10 we're 9-1. We've got a 4.5 game lead on the Cubs. Reds are 8 back, Pirates 13, and the Brewers 16. So we got a pretty good lead here. But the only problem is the team's really not hitting. Thank goodness we have great pitching, or we'd be in a lot of trouble. But we got a pretty good lead in this division. But I know if we want to win the World Series, we're going to have hitting. And I'm going to be the first one to admit, like, if I make a trade and it was a mistake. And the Darren Ruff trade that I made last episode it's been a total disaster. He's hit like 200 or less. So I've got to do something about first base. Got to do something. And I get some flack sometimes because, oh well, that trade's impossible, blah blah. Well, these franchises, what they're supposed to be about is about having fun. Part of the fun of running a franchise is seeing what trade you can do and what you can get done. But I knew I needed to take care of first base. Wasn't going to make it some crazy trade, just unrealistic. I wasn't going to go out and try to get Paul Goldschmidt or somebody like that, but I wanted somebody that was, could legitimately be traded. And I found one player that I thought, yeah, he's at the age, a trade could be a possibility. Well, that player is Edwin Encarnacion of the Toronto Blue Jays. He's 33. He's got 1 year left on his contract. I mean, yeah, they could re-sign him, but maybe they wouldn't. Well, I put in a bunch of trade scenarios because even though Darren Ruff is really not done that well, I wanted to hang on to him, but every trade I put in, they wanted Darren Ruff. So I had to let him go, and I mean, who wouldn't trade him for Encarnacion? So ended up, I got Edward Encarnacion. He's going to definitely make first base solid. I mean, he's going to be the best power hitter I got on the team. He's going to go into probably the fourth, maybe third spot. But he's just going to really help my team out drastically. And that's probably going to be the last move I make. I'm sure I'll get a lot of flack from some of you about it. But, I'm just here to have fun, and I just think this is going to make my team a lot better. So we're going to get right on into the game. We're taking on the Minnesota Twins.
MLB The Show is at the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri, and lovely Busch Stadium. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of 3 between the Minnesota Twins and the Central leading St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to Cardinals Baseball on the Show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
And as you see their numbers here on the season, one of the big keys for each of them, stay away from the walks. Those free base runners have had a tendency to come back and fight.
Tim Cooney was actually a Cardinal. If you remember, he was in the trade for Sano, I think, if I remember right. I need to check that. Byron Buxton, I think he's going to eventually be a great player. He was number 1 on my top prospects for franchise mode. If you haven't seen those videos, go over to check them out on my channel. It's my top 10 prospects for franchise mode in MLB 15 The Show. Sonny Gray's ERA 1.62. Think he's still leading the league. We're going to take a look at my lineup. End up, he shut the Twins down in the first inning. There you go. We got Pollock, Hayward, and then Encarnacion. I put him in the third spot with Sano hitting fourth. Well, ends up nothing happens till the third inning. Here you got Byron Buxton up with a 3-2 count.
3-2 pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Yeah, Gray puts him on, and I mean, the guy can fly. So can Tanner English. They got 2 guys who can just fly right at the top of their lineup. So you really got to be careful and keep them off base.
Over to first, Gray, and he's back. 2-2.
There's a rip, but luckily Simmons comes up with it. Don't know what I was doing there.
We're starting to see signs here, but this is a good swing and a hard hit ball. Unfortunately, though, it's just right at somebody.
Stepping in now.
Here's Maurer. He's going to rip that to third.
Toward the right side.
Hayward comes up. Nobody's going to run on Hayward.
Base hit.
Some of a steal is good enough.
Now here's Trumbo up. 2 outs. 0-2. Well, 2-2 count. I'm sorry.
He makes good
He's going to rip that in the left.
its way through into left field for a base
That's
hit.
going to score a run and end up a screw up. I'm going to let the runner go to third. So they're going to take that 1-0 lead.
Osmeal Pinto will step in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance. Ready now on 1-1. And this is hit sharply on the ground.
Lucky Encarnacion comes up with that. That's going to end the inning.
And the inning is over. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Twins 1 and the Cardinals nothing.
I really think the Twins are going to be a good team in 2016. They've got some great players, and I think they're going to do really well. We're here in the 5th. We got 2 outs, 2-1 count on Piscotty.
The 2-1 home.
He's going to rip that. That's going to get in the gap.
Get down and should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. Colton Wong will get an opportunity here in a run scoring so far for the Redbirds. The 1-2 goes the other way.
Wong's going to go down the third base line. So that's going to get Piscotty home. Wong going in the second. He's going to have a double. So a big 2-out hit by Wong.
Tie the ball game at 1-1.
Back-to-back doubles here, and maybe more damaging, back-to-back 2-out doubles are going to get him a run. It looked like this inning was under control, but that's the kind of quick strike ability that these guys have.
In now, Andrelton Simmons. And he swings.
Simmons is going to rip that. That's deep. That's back. But it's going to stay in the ballpark, and that's going to end the inning. But we do tie the game up 1-1.
Fire the side. One for the Cardinals thanks to this man, Colton Wong. We're through 5 innings here tonight, all tied at 1-1.
Here in the 6th, I'm going to get Boxberger up, warming up, and I'm also going to get Segrist up. Sonny Gray's had a lot of pitches, so I'm going to have JD Martinez.
He'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
He's going to come in and pinch hit. Really looking for good things from him. Got to get him some more playing time, though. That's a deep drive by Martinez. That's going to get out of here. But no, it barely stays in the park. Buxton catches it at the warning track. Can't believe that did not get out. So here in the 6th, we got 1 out with Pollock on, so 3-2 count.
Full count pitch on its way.
He's going to rip that. That's in the gap. That might get out of here too.
And that'll get
Nope, that's going to be off the fence. Pollock, he's going for 3.
stopping. He wants 3.
They're not going to get him. They're going to go ahead and throw it home.
He's in there at third with
So Pollock has a 1-out triple.
Both outfielders with a long run to try and get to this thing, but neither of them can get there as it's going to wind up one hopping the wall. That man decides he's going to turn it on and try and get to third, he'll do it easily. Ideally, you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys...
Hayward's going to rip that down. Well, thought it was down the line. That's pretty deep in left field. That's on the track almost. That's going to score Pollock.
should be deep enough to score the run. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game. 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The Cardinals are out in front, 2-1. Brad Boxberger will will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th.
Botsberger's got 44 games and an ERA of 1.65. He's been doing very well out of the bullpen.
Juan Herrera will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point. The 3-1 is on the way. And now this
That's a rip. That's going to get down. Piscotty. Oh, I don't know what that was. I was trying to dive. He's going to end up going to third on that. Don't really know what happened there.
As the potential tying run. Kepler will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
They're going to bring in a pinch hitter.
Here's the 1-2.
So they got the guy on third. Nobody out. Luckily, Boxberger gets him the K.
Standing in now, Byron Buxton.
And he's going to walk Buxton.
And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order.
So we got 2 runners on, 1 out. Here's Tanner English.
2-2 pitch on the way.
And he strikes out. So 2 big outs by Boxberger. 1 more out and he's going to get out of this inning. We got Maurer coming up.
Joe Maurer will get his shot now with 2 on.
Going to bring in Seagrass to face him. Get Walden up warming up. Here comes Seagrass.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. His team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
Maurer rips it. Simmons almost got to it, but he's going to come through to drive that run in. That's going to tie the game up.
Run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
It took him a while to find the one he liked, but on the 8th pitch, he finally comes through with an RBI single.
Simmons almost got to this.
Driving up the pitch count and driving in the run.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Jordan Walden will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Really trying to do my best to get these matchups correct. You know, you try to go with a righty against a righty, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. That's going to be back to Walden. He's going to throw him out at first, so we're going to get out of it, but they're going to tie the game up.
As the inning is over. Twins get a run on 2 hits. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis, and we are tied 2-2. Tim Stauffer will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year. Number 21 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point.
Here's Sano. I love this guy. I mean, the guy has power like you wouldn't believe. It's just you got to make sure he makes contact. And he makes contact there. That's going to get out of here. That's a goner. All right, he jumped ship. Home run. That's going to give us the lead. It's going to be a 3-2 game now.
So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 11 for him on the season, and it's given the Cardinals a 3-2 lead.
Big home run by Sano.
And you know, the only way you're going to
Yeah, that was up.
up on the inner
A little to the inside. Well, middle of the plate, more or less. But Sano just crushes it.
handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
So here in the 9th, we got that 3-2 lead. Going to get Watson warming up just in case, but we're going to bring in Rosenthal to shut this down.
Close things down here in the 9th.
His ERA is 4.67, though. He's had some rough outings.
Juan Herrera will step in. He tripled and subsequently scored playoff, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And that
fastball his
He's going to rip that to third, but Snow comes up with it, throws him out at first.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. So the leadoff man
Rosenthal is third in the National League in saves with 29.
leaders entering play. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently third best. And a fastball blew it right by him.
100-mile-an-hour fastball blows him away. Rosenthal, wow, 100 miles an hour.
Exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside.
And there it is. That's the little pop to center. Pollock's coming up. He's going to get that. And that's going to be another win for the Cardinals. We have won 10 out of 11, 10 straight.
Ball game is over.
Excellent work to finish this one off, and he picks up save number 30 now on the year.
Walden, he's going to get the victory. But the star of this game has got to be Sano with that big home run. Santana's not very happy. He's going to kick the dirt a bit.
This one definitely a low.
There you can see Walden gets the win. Sano, the one hit, the home run, that was a big one there in the 7th. If I can just get Sano, get his contact up where he's hitting the ball more consistently, this guy's going to be a 35, 40 homer guy.
This guy right here is the recipient of our top player of the game award.
Yeah, he only had one hit.
Great young hitter.
Made it count. Big home run that turned out to be the
People wonder why I went ahead and traded Carpenter away. I mean, you know, he's a natural third baseman, and that's his original position. So, you know, I've got him at third now, and I got Encarnacion at first. I got two huge power guys on the corners.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners, Eric Harris.
So, yeah, that's going to be it. We end up winning this game 3-2. Great game. Hope you enjoyed it. We got this winning streak going, and we just want to keep it going all the way to the end of the season, into the playoffs, and to the World Series. But thanks for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers. Anybody that's, you know, checking out any of my videos, I really appreciate it. So thanks a lot, and you have a great day.